Hello, my name is Giuseppe Conti. I am the founder of Conti Advanced Business Learning, a company that specializes in negotiation and influencing. The video today is focused on framing, which is a technique to try to persuade another party to pursue the option that you want. To make you understand this technique, I want to give you some real-life examples that help you understand how this works. For instance, let's look at when Apple launched the iPhone 6. They've decided to offer three different options in terms of memory: 16 GB, 64 GB, 128 GB. What's happened is that most of the consumer ended up choosing the 64 GB. 16 was far too low, 128 too much. They didn't offer the 32. So even if they could claim that it was possible to have an iPhone for only $200, in reality most of the people were choosing the more expensive option. Let me also show you a couple of photos that I took in a Swiss supermarket. And there you can see how the Swiss supermarkets gets consumers to believe that there is a promotion. What they do is that on one shelf they have a product which is actually on sales. In French is action. And then they also, at the next shelf, they have another type of drink, but those times they are at the normal price, everyday low prices, whatever they call it, actuel in French. So what's happened is that as people walk by, believe that both products are on sales, and especially when they are next to each other, then it's even more tricky. Then consumer get trapped into this kind of things. You may question the ethics, which may be a topic for a different video, but the focus of today is how you use a benchmark to get people to take certain action. There is also an example here of a tuna supplier that changed the packaging, make one section red using big numbers to make people believe that there is a promotion, while in reality it's just the normal price. And since this is working, guess what? They have been using this packaging for 1.5 years and they don't change it because it just keeps selling. Let me also, at the way local people do use this technique. For instance, let's say that you want to buy the house of your dream and that it is for sales at 1 million and you want to pay 950. Now, the real estate agents, rather than talking about the 50,000 of difference, which is a big number, they're more likely to talk about, well, it is only a 5% difference. Or even more persuasively, they may say, well, it's going to make only 40 euro, 40 Swiss francs, $40, whatever of difference in your loan. Of course, for the next 100 years, you will have to pay this 40 more, but, just it looks a much smaller amount and they make you want to persuade you to accept the new terms. So, if we look at the theory behind framing, what are the advice to make an effective framing? The first advice is whenever you make a proposal, make sure that you focus on what the other party needs and wants. For instance, if you are a job seeker and you are negotiating to get a benefit, don't talk about why this benefit is important to you. Talk about the value for the company in giving you such a benefit. The second advice: focus on opportunities rather than risk. For instance, salesmen never talk about the cost of a product, talk about how much you prepare to invest as a way to picture that this is an opportunity for you. The third advice is make sure that you use an appropriate reference or benchmark, like we have seen in the examples of Apple or in the example of the Swiss supermarket. If you want to find out some more on framing, do have a look at our website, www.cabl.ch. In the box below, you're also going to find a link on an article on framing that I've written with an AMD professor. Thank you very much. Look forward to reconnect with you soon. Bye-bye.